Well, I tell you, I was about to take a nap. I finally got home after spending the pagan holidays with my family. I was listening to a guy I kind of like, JTolan Media, but I say that because there's things about him I don't like. And one day, it is highly probable that his conclusion's gonna be, oops, the Earth isn't flat. Refraction and space-time and this warping that is really a globe Earth. So watch out for that, any of you people who know Jay Tolan. But anyway, he's talking some nonsense about how he worked and trying to imitate Bob Lazar. So Bob Lazar 2.0. And anyone with an IQ over 99 who wants the truth. I'm not talking about you people who love to be entertained by crazy stuff. I'm talking about people who want the truth. Bob Lazar will tell you that because he put a jet-like engine in a Chevelle or some type of car, and this achievement was put on the front page of the town he lived in, population 200, that the people at Area 51 took notice and discarded all the prodigies and universities worldwide and decided to pick him to come work on classified alien technology. So Bob Lazar's there telling his story to anyone who will listen. I listened to him with the scumball Joe Rogan. And he says he came into a hangar and there were 9 flying saucer spaceship interstellar craft before him. And he was amazed. 9 of them. Now that's where I was done. I am done already because I know space is fake. An infinite vacuum universe is totally ridiculous. Just watch another video and I'll prove to you why. But the only way you can believe that Bob Lazar was shown 9 flying saucers, you have to be ignorant. Because we are taught that the alleged infinite vacuum universe is the harshest area known to man with solar flares, gamma rays, radiation, asteroids, micrometeorites, X-rays, and all manner of killer things whizzing around and existing in the infinite vacuum of outer space. So these superior aliens, after traversing trillions of miles in what they tell us is the harshest environment known to man, the vacuum of space, they get to the Earth, and being superior in technology, and their computer or their guidance system malfunctions, and they crash after traversing the harshest area known to man. They crash, and not only can their superior technology cannot afford them any repairs, they get captured, apprehended by what we would be to them ant people. They could not defend their ship, they could not make repairs, they didn't even have a cloaking device, like on Star Trek and so many other things. So they were apprehended by the ant people, not one time, but 9 times. These whizzing, flying saucer interstellar craft flew through an infinite vacuum universe, trillions of miles. Remember, 1 light year is almost 6 trillion miles, and I'm sure I didn't listen long enough, but Bob Lazar would say they came from the Pleiades, garbage area up in the sky we look at that we think the ground we're standing on is up there too, isn't around. Trillions of light years, or not light years, miles away, and they get here no problem. They're superior advanced, 1,000 times more advanced than us, and for some reason the spaceship acts up and they crash. Can't afford one repair, can't defend the ship, and worse, can't even defend their very personages, and they get captured, taken into custody, stuck in formaldehyde. I don't know what he was talking about, But not one time, 9 times this occurred. Now, how stupid is that? That they could fly and whiz and take a wormhole here, get here, and then all of a sudden the craft starts acting up. And they crash on the earth, can't make no repairs, can't protect the ship, can't defend themselves, and the whole kit and caboodle is taken into custody. And now in a hangar for some jerk who says he put a jet engine in a Chevelle or GTO or Gremlin type car, and the feds or Area 51 agents took notice of this guy and disregarded all the prodigies and universities all over the world to pick him. Let me tell you, if this guy was telling you something that was classified, he would have had an accident a very long time ago. He's a liar. He's a scumbag. What do I have to gain? He tells Joe Rogan. Well, how about being on Joe Rogan's show and all the Gaia stream? I wish I could send a virus to that channel. It's all Darwinian Satanism. There is no such thing as an infinite vacuum universe billions of light years across. Because we know gas and oxygen always fill the available volume of the puny vacuum chambers we make at sea level, where they happen to say gravity is stronger and that gravity decreases with altitude, and things weigh less on a mountain because gravity is weaker. So another 245 miles up at the Kármán line, they got, in animations and artist renderings nearest you, gas containing itself. Not only directly next to an infinite vacuum, surrounded by an infinite vacuum, and the whole thing within an infinite vacuum universe. And it maintains its integrity. It stays on its side, and an infinite vacuum universe stops short of our alleged gaseous 5 layers of atmosphere and do no more. But on Earth, gas and oxygen always fill the available volume of the puny vacuum chambers we make. And I say puny because we have to contain a vacuum. A vacuum must be in a contained environment where you can suck the air out. Okay? And when you separate the lid or however you have that vacuum closed and you release that closure, gas and oxygen flow into that immediately, and you can hear it doing so. So, if you have even one iota of logic, you know, you can realize that if the Earth's gas and oxygen were anywhere near an infinite vacuum universe, all of it would fill the available volume billions of light years across. You people need to wake up, because everything they say is material that contradicts what we can demonstrate on the Earth. Gas nor oxygen can contain itself. If you want to bring oxygen home, you have to have it in a little tank to put in your pellet gun so the air can shoot the pellet. Okay? Hairspray to spray all over your face and hair has to be in a can, propane in a tank. Gas cannot contain itself. And you cannot, nowhere on Earth can you have any type of pressure, gas pressure, unless it's in a tank in a contained environment, because we know per Boyle's gas law and Avogadro's gas law, these are laws that scientism acknowledges, but they sweep under the rug of scientism to lie to you. Gas, oxygen disperse at high velocity in all directions. The only way that can stop is when the gas and oxygen, if you want to call it molecules, until they hit a wall. And that's the wall of the container that is containing them unto one fixed place. Without a container, they keep going. And don't show me animation of 5 layers of gaseous atmosphere fixed, keeping itself together right next to, surrounded by, and within an infinite vacuum universe, billions of light years wide, 10 to the negative 17 torr vacuum. And for all you dummies that think rockets can fly around in a vacuum, the rocket isn't fixed. It's weightless. It's not fixed in anything, any fuel, any propulsion, plasma gas, whatever you want to call it, fire, exhaust, thrust, anything coming out of that rocket, oxygenated or not, is also weightless and not fixed. You cannot exert off something that is not fixed. Do you understand that? The rocket and whatever's coming out of its rear end are all subject to the parameters of the infinite vacuum universe and weightlessness and not being fixed. And that's a fact. And you are being lied to, and you let yourselves be lied to. And you're not learning when you instantaneously believe everything they say with mathemagical equations. There's no observable reality to put them to. Where the radius of the Earth has been debunked horribly. Horribly. You can't have a tangent straight line if you're going to say refraction. And refraction exists. The Earth, I do not know what the Earth is. I do not know what its dimensions are. I have faith in what it is, per the Bible. I know the Bible says 15 times the Earth is fixed and immovable. Immovable and movable. It can't be moved in its entirety. Therefore, it cannot be spinning faster than a bullet at the equator, over 1,000 miles an hour. My faith is as what the Bible tells me. And it just so happens that everything the Bible says matches with what I can see and feel, understand, and verify. All the nonsense they tell us it contradicts what we can verify. Gas and oxygen always fill the volume of a vacuum. Or for some reason it doesn't way up there, and it's a vacuum a quintillion times more strong and absent of air than anything we can make. These people are liars. They are covering. I have 15 document PDFs from the CIA and NASA, recently declassified, that says every type of trajectory with missiles and the path of helicopters and microwaves are done in accordance always with a flat, non-rotating Earth. Gravity is fake. Google what don't we know about gravity, and although they acknowledge Cavendish and gravimeters, the number one answer. However, if we are to be honest, we don't know what gravity is in any fundamental way. It's because it's fake. They can't